my sister Vita. She's alright, I guess. This is the project where we live with Mama. Across the street is the church. We don't go there, but we like the vacation Bible school in the summer. They serve Kool-Aid and cookies. There's a storefront church a half a block up the street. They give away clothes and food to people who need them. It's the Girl Scouts meeting place too. You should have seen those city girls strutting around in their grooming class this summer. All they think about is how they look. At night, we got together there to sing. I was in the chorus. Mama works every day. Most everybody's mama around here works. Us older kids have to care for the little ones. I have to watch out for my crybaby sister. We used to go to daycare center in the gym until we were old enough to start school. These kids are still too little to go. Lost my key even once, but it's sort of lonely unlocking the apartment door. Here is our backyard. That is our dumpster. We stay away from it. It stinks. Last 4th of July, the big boys set it on fire just for fun. We like to watch the firemen put it out. We get to see their trucks and hoses. After the fire, they had to come paint it. That's the reason it's so shiny. This past summer was a lot of fun for Vita and me. We usually went up at the office every morning just to see what was going on. One day, some white folks came, and we wondered what they were doing here. They called themselves the mustard seed. I had never heard of that. They came to work and play with us. It looked like they were always around when we needed them. Some days, they would take us up to the public library to help us learn to join and take our books. Other days, the old ladies who live around here would get together. We hang around and play ball on the sidewalk or read storybooks on the porch because we knew they'll let us come and finish up the food just before they broke up the meeting. It's cool and kind of pretty inside. We call it the cool room. We have books and games and play stuff to check out. And our classes have pretty pictures on the walls. Different people came to help us with what we did, but Marilyn and Kathy were teenage helpers who were there all the time. We would read and paint and make things to take home. They even made schoolwork seem like fun. Some mornings we could take our books from our own Lindy library. I have always lived down the court from Miss Liddy Pearl Walker, but I didn't know she could take care of her library. She sure did keep us quiet. But at the party she gave us, she let us make all the noise we wanted. day, a big bus came and picked up a lot of girls to go to camp for a week. Those girls sure did talk a lot about what they did that week. The boys got to ride a bus to see some baseball games at Rickwood, but we kept hoping a bus would come someday to take us to camp too. Mrs. Crowder held cooking classes for the girls in her own apartment. Out in the back is the playground where all our friends came to play games. Some teenagers and older ladies were there every morning to play kickball, volleyball, softball. I can't name them all. I let Vita play with them, but I look forward to the afternoons and Little League. Joy is our coach, but he is sort of like a father to me too. Our team won a pennant this year. Joy gave a picnic for us with hot dogs and Kool-Aid. It was groovy. The older girls took sewing from Miss McLeod. She met with the teenagers too, and they talked about a lot. When she gave them a party, they wanted to have a tea. They all came so dressed up. That's sissy stuff. I like the parties Joy gives. Joy is our friend. The teenagers had a club, and sometimes they had dances in the gym. They wouldn't let the little kids in. Whenever Joy was up there, he let us watch from the door. I'll be a teenager someday. I hope Joy comes to my dances. Now it's time for school to start again, but I'm scared. Vita and I will go to Lakeview for the first time. I've never been to school with white kids before. I know the way because our team practiced baseball on the school ground some this summer, and I went swimming in the new pool a couple of times before the park board closed it. I think I like play period best at our new school. I don't know if I'll be able to talk to my new teacher. I wonder if she'll like me. I wish Mama could be home cooking for us when I got there, so I could tell her what happened at school. I hope Joy will be at the playground. Maybe when it gets cold, we'll have the gym to play in. Then I can see Joy every day. I'm glad I live in the project. Mama says if we ever get enough money, we'll move in a house, but we'll have a yard of our own to play in. My friends just across the street in Humboldt Alley have yards of their own, but I wouldn't want to live in their house. I guess I'm pretty lucky to be right here. The thing I like best about Southtown is my friends.
Many changes have been taking place in Southtown which affect the lives of the people there. Some are constructive, some destructive. No one can prevent the city from closing in. The houses that remain to the west are being torn down and replaced by business establishments. The expressway under construction to the east has cut off the project from other residences. Southtown is becoming an island. A more subtle change is beginning to be seen. The mustard seed program has been planted with the faith that growth will occur there. By providing opportunities for responsible leadership to the people of Southtown, a change is taking place from within. Volunteers from the community were involved in planning the summer program and in carrying it out effectively. To better inform the Southtown community about activities, a communications committee was formed, utilizing existing representatives of the tenant council elected from each block. They distributed a weekly news bulletin, the Southtown Happening. A Southtown resident was the editor. The project management staff provided invaluable support as consultants. The Mustard Seed Committee and the program coordinator were always on hand to work with the leaders. They met regularly with program representatives to evaluate progress and to discover what might be needed. By drawing in resources and consultants from churches and agencies within the neighborhood and from all over the city of Birmingham, a broad base of cooperation and understanding has been established. From the Mayor's Council on Youth Opportunity to a suburban women's group, from Catholic Charities to a neighborhood Protestant congregation, from the Federal Housing Authority to an interested individual, all joined together to meet whatever need they could. As a result, this summer, there were 26 programs for every age group, involving 8,000 volunteer man-hours. The Mustard Seed Pilot Project has been more than just a recreation program, more than a resource center, more than all of its 26 separate programs. It has been a human way to show concern for the people of Southtown and to awaken in them an awareness of their own abilities. The spirit of hope and the leadership potential being discovered and nurtured there will constantly grow in new directions. The kingdom of God is like a grain of mustard seed, which is smaller than any seed on earth when sown. But once sown, it springs up and grows taller than any other plant and becomes a tree, so that the birds of the air come and make nests in its branches.